So I must say, being a person who tries to only share the facts about nuclear energy, having a compliment is nice given the current popular bias against nuclear energy. That said, I would like to share some very salient facts in that vein in terms of the benefits and a promise that's offered by nuclear energy. To start off with, it can become renewable. If geothermal energy is renewable, nuclear energy could become just as renewable in the sense that geothermal energy comes from the Earth's heat, which mostly comes from the decay of uranium and thorium and potassium. That radioactive decay, the heat from that, is what keeps the Earth's core molten and gives rise to geothermal energy. So that same uranium could be used for nuclear energy. You just do it in a different way. More to the point, it could be done passively. 9 times the energy needs of the United States are annually being dumped into the ocean by natural erosion from the mountains. We could passively extract that. Now, right now, that's not cost effective. But in the same way that solar and wind used to be really expensive and now it's a lot cheaper because we did research to find ways to make it cheaper. We can do the same thing with uranium extraction from seawater. We do research, we make it cheaper. That's the whole same thing applies to all of nuclear energy. Any of it you want cheaper, do research, find better materials, find better ways, better methods, and you can make it cheaper. You've just got to invest the resources out how to make it happen. On top of that, the amount of waste that's generated is minuscule. Since the 1970s, 20% of all of the United States electricity was generated with nuclear, and all that nuclear waste would not fill a single football field above 3 meters high. It just doesn't generate much waste. And so it's easy to control, it's easy to handle, and it's easy to dispose of. And so we know from Oklo Gabon that you can have stable geological media for billions of years. Oklo Gabon was a natural nuclear reactor. And we know that because the fission products that came from that chain reaction were still there. They decayed back into dirt. Yeah, the uranium was partially depleted because it was a nuclear reactor a couple billion years ago. But clearly, if you have stable geological media, you can safely dispose of nuclear waste. You basically put it back where it came from, back in the earth, and it just becomes a different kind of dirt. So you can do the full cycle, but it's even better if you recycle and you turn all of those actinides and the various activation products back. If you do that, it just becomes so much better if you recycle. So there's a lot of promise there. We just have to take advantage of it and not be afraid of science and technology, but embrace it and use it in a way that's sustainable